Hey everybody, this is I Smoke Too Much 420. This is the 2018 Base Decoration Competition, and I'm one of the judges, and Ice Space Ghost is one of the judges, and Nate Reese is not with us at the moment, but he's one of the judges. And Tiny Voltage is doing the video for us, and Mary Magdalene is about to show us his bass. So go ahead and show us your bass, Mary.
Alright, my bass is Promise Pain. I like to incorporate a bridge system throughout most of the bass. Let's start by using the bridge as the walkway. If you look around, you can see tusks lined up with the bridge, as well as volcanic trails that'll lead to the stairs. And just around the floors is rocky mass. I needed something that could like match with the volcanic trails. And there's a bunch of stone pillars, fire pits that are torturing victims, unfortunate souls. And as we walk to the stairs, this is the main torture area, and also the ferry that'll lead to another part of the base where the superheroes are being tortured at. But we'll focus on this area right here. Bunch of torture tools. And there's a cremation here. Mummy exam table clipped with the blacksmith forge. I thought it would be dope idea.
Yeah, it's a good one. Good one. I haven't seen nobody do that yet.
And over here, there's a hanging skeleton above a fire pit, also with hanging meat, Trigon base item.
Extra body adds flavor to the meat, does it?
Yeah. And over here, this is the ferry where these guys are being escorted to the other part of the layer.
Let me get out of the video.
And this is where the superheroes are dead and tortured. I have Superman's corpse right here. Well, it's under the pile of rubble. And over here is Batman in a cage.
I got Batman in a cage. He don't look too happy.
And over here is the demonic seal. I put this here just to give people something to look at as they're walking throughout the this hallway here. This is kind of like a focal point for this walkway. It sticks out, especially when you're looking at it from a distance. And as we go up here, this is basically the throne area. And around are all the people that I've conquered. Their corpses are just hanged up around the throne and also over here. And as we walk over here, it's my broker. And most importantly, another bridge. This bridge leads to the demon worm. But there's also some other things you can look at as you're traversing across the bridge. Small little details such as skulls hanging, or this wall here with plaques and tiki torches, and statues of Hades and Ares. I thought those would be appropriate. And there's the demon worm here. And we can go back downstairs. I'll show you the walkway leading to the basement area. I put these fly traps here. They're like guards leading to the staircase that leads to the basement. It took me a while to get the positioning for these fly traps right, because when I first put them down, they were like blocking the walkway, and it was like invisible walls and such that made it hard for me by myself to just walk through. So I spent a lot of time getting them in right areas. And here, the Mogwai summoning tool. I put that there to like add some interaction with this area. Now we can walk downstairs. There's another demonic seal with a bunch of things in the underworld plaque. I put that here just so when people can see that when they're actually walking out of this bridge area, which I'll show soon. Here are a bunch of vines. I put damn statues up here. They're just chilling here. And here's basically the most important part of my base, really, my favorite part, this bridge area. With a bunch of fire pits that I placed down. Basically representing like hell or whatever. Basically crossing over. I put about 15 fire pits total.
Dang. I like how you did that. Got a big old firewall.
Tried to make them hard to spot. Well, the fire pits themselves, but not the fire.
Yeah, you did a good job. You really did. All you see is fire, really. You don't see the pits.
And if you walk across the fire, small little details here. There's a mommy hanging over to the left. It's kind of like a prison room. I put these archways from the Gotham Zoo here to give it that little cage feeling. There's a broker here with a bunch of black energy tendrils. I put the tendrils here to give it sort of like a magic feel, like I'm creating R&D items with magic, dark magic. I thought it would be appropriate theme for this base. I couldn't just leave this part of the base bare because it's the end of the base technically.
Yeah.
And we walk across here. This is the walkway leading to the exit of the bridge. It's just a bunch of cocoons on the wall, tusks, lava. And here's the exit. I put tusks here. These tusks kind of represent fangs. I want it to look like we're walking like out of the mouth of something, a mouth of a beast. I guess the bridge can be the tongue.
Oh yeah. All right, that's pretty nice. I had a couple questions for you.
Shoot.
How many base items you have in here?
500 total.
And how long did it take you to make this base?
It took me around a year. Took me around a year, 5 months really to get the basic concept down, and then another 5 months just getting all of the base items together and replacing things, trying to flesh it out as much as I can until, you know, it looks completed.
Yeah. And one more question. In a fast 1 minute, kind of give me an idea of what gave you the idea to do this. What inspired you? What gave you the idea to do this base?
Well, my character's name is Mary Magdalene. It's sort of like a religious name, and I wanted to like make a base that was like the complete opposite of a promised land or heaven. And so I thought of Promised Pain. I wanted to like make a hell themed base, just, you know, to contrast my character.
Yep.
I wanted people to see this base and be like, a Mary Magdalene certainly couldn't dwell in this kind of base. So it's basically to shock people.
All right, come on and you guys make your way back up to the front. Well, yeah, it's just to make people not feel good when they come in here. Space Ghost has a question. So go ahead, Ghost. No one can see it, but he's typing it. Do you have a girlfriend alive?
Yeah, my ex-girlfriend is alive. I don't have any that's dead.
I think maybe he thought that maybe you buried her somewhere in there. Alright, I guess that would be the end of the video. Hope everybody liked your base. I liked your base. Tiny, thanks for doing the video. Space Ghost, thanks for being here. And Mary Magdalene, thanks for showing us your base. And everybody, it's 2018 base decoration, and we'll see you next time on the next base.